The professional version of ZebraZapps introduces a suite of new features we refer to as event flow. When you create a brand new professional project, you're greeted with a new screen, including a master page and an event. This short video demonstration will show you how to use the two in concert to create applications. Let's run this sample application and take a look at a few events. An event really could be anything. For example, it could be as small as a single slide in your presentation, maybe with a little bit of interactivity. An event also could contain a single quiz question. Or an event could be seen as a single application itself, a large, immersive, rich interaction. The size and function of how you create each event and the hundreds of events that you'll create inside ZebraZapps Professional really is up to you. To add a new event, after event number 1, just click the plus button. Here you can see you have 2 events. Double-click in the center to start editing. We can copy and paste, bring in new buttons and graphics. Let's add an event before event number 1 by clicking the plus button to the left. Now you can see that we have 3 events and 1 master page. Again, double-clicking to start editing, we'll put in some placeholder text. When you're ready to return, just press the icon in the upper left-hand corner to return to Event Flow view. You can also add an event to the stack on either the left or right by clicking one of the plus buttons in Event View on the title bar. Right after pressing the Add New Event button, you're dropped right into that event and can immediately start editing. Master pages allow you to have content on multiple events. The content can be static, like background images, or it can be interactive, like navigation elements, scoring elements, and progress bars. Back in Event Flow view, you can now see how Master Page A has been applied to all 4 events. Let's add a third master page, but let's make this a foreground master page, so the contents will appear above the contents of any of our events. Here we'll make a main menu. Let's add several buttons to our main menu master page, and we'll use these buttons to help navigate us through to all the different events we'd like our users to have direct access to. Applying master pages to any event is really easy. As you slide through on the event view, you'll notice the controller at the top. By clicking on any one of these larger rectangles, you will apply each one of the masters as labeled. And you get a little preview as you mouse over. So here we can see applying the icon, adding the background to each one of these events. There are many ways to create navigation inside Event Flow. Let's try one by wiring the buttons in our main menu master page to the Project Message Center. There are several different ways in which you can create this wiring, including go to first event, go to last event, next and previous. You can also wire buttons to go directly to an event name. You'll find this under the Ins, Go to Event, and then the drop-down menu includes all the names of the events that you've created. Let's see how this works. Running your project starts you on event number 1. Now clicking the button immediately brings us to event number 2. Let's wire up the multiple choice and final event to the 2 buttons remaining on our main menu master page. As you'll discover in your own projects, creating reusable interactivity, a lot like this main menu, and having it included in lots of different events is a fast way to create navigation and to save time each time you start a new project. Another way to create navigation in your projects is to create a next and previous button and use the Project Message Center's Go to Next and Go to Previous event to create arrow keys on every event. With the triangles in place on our foreground master, we're now going to wire click to go to next and go to previous to create global forward and back buttons. The wiring is simple. We wire from click to go to previous event under the ins on the project message center. A nice enhancement is to only have next and previous buttons visible if there is a next event or if there is a previous event. So I'm going to wire visibility from each one of my buttons to event next and event previous, which will automatically do the work for me. In addition to clicking the buttons, we can also have shortcut keys. I'm going to type in right and left for go next event and go previous event so that the keyboard can page us through each one of the events in this project. Creating navigation and event flow is extraordinarily easy, and I know you're really going to enjoy it. Go ahead, give it a try.